Welcome back to Transaction Care. My name is Lillian Hernandez, but you can call me Lily. And in today's episode, it's going to be a good one because this is one of my favorite topics. This is one of my favorite places to be, and that is on social media. Yes, we are going to talk about social media and continue this conversation and theme of marketing and different ways that you can market your business, market your brand, market your community, your products, your services, whatever it is. Different ways that you can put yourself out there to grow, to expand and build more awareness around who you are and what value you are providing, whatever area or corner you belong to in this world. But today we want to discuss social media because that is where a majority of the world is and the direction that it has been going, and it is increasingly moving at a faster pace each and every day. But before we jump into the topic of social media marketing, have you subscribed? If not, go ahead and take some time out to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to learn more information about myself and my services, my products, simply visit transactioncare.com. Join my TC Weekly newsletter email list. You can become a TC community member. Yes, that is available as well, where you can also get more additional information about transaction coordination there, and so much more. It all lives at Transaction Care. And follow me on social media, because that's what we're about to talk about. Social media: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, Threads, LinkedIn. I would not be here, sitting here, self-employed if it wasn't for LinkedIn. But before we get into the different ones, which ones should you have, which ones work best, I just want to say that personally, and you make this decision for yourself, personally, I don't think you need to be on every single platform in the beginning of you building a business, because building a business takes a lot of time, energy, and focus. And if you're spreading yourself too thin with having to plug into every single platform, respond to every comment, make comments, repost, that alone is going to burn you out, because social media is its own job. It's its own person or persons. Some businesses will have an actual social media coordinator. Some people will have a social media coordinator, a graphics designer, a person that schedules the posts, that replies the comments, or maybe they're using AI. What I'm getting at is, don't get too far down the rabbit hole that is social media, and don't get down on yourself for feeling like you're not showing up enough, because you are. Pick one platform that is easy for you to use, where you already have somewhat of a community, or where you are willing to start fresh from, because it's all about building community first and consistency. And then after that, you'll start to see growth. Because what I didn't do in the beginning was build my community. I was just giving everyone everything all at once, versus getting to know who is my target audience. Who am I talking to? Who is visiting me? I was just throwing whatever I could out there, and I was stagnant for years. But I was doing all this work with no progress, with no community. But the moment I shifted my focus from just posting for the sake of having something posted on my feed to, let me just pause and talk to my community. Let me figure out who is my target audience, who is my target customer, and if I were in their shoes, what would they be doing? What are the questions that they would be asking? And what answers would they be seeking? And then start building content off of that. And you don't have to structure a whole entire year of content out, because usually the content will come from the comments, it will come from the emails, it will come from your own life experience, business experiences, or your own thoughts and questions that you can engage with others. Like, you could just pose a question, and that's a post, and let people engage in the comments, because that's what you want next, is engagement. So once you start building that community, then you could start worrying about getting paid and building your business out from there. Because if I'm just saying transaction care all day, but I'm not providing value, no one's really going to follow along. And I realized after a while that a lot of my followers were transaction coordinators that already had their business on my Instagram. So I said, I don't need Instagram anymore. I'm deleting it. And I haven't posted on there since. But what I have done is create a YouTube, because I know that my target audience are those that are starting in real estate, interested in real estate, need coaching and help, want to learn or become a transaction coordinator, or maybe they've already been doing everything. They did every course, they did every class, they have all the diplomas and certificates, but they just don't know where to start because their mindset, they're stuck, they're self-sabotaging. And then they can come to me and we can break it all down and create a better plan. But social media is a powerful tool. And my suggestion is just start with one platform. Start building consistency and community first. And then start creating content that is specific for your target audience and community, as well as getting them to engage in your comments, because your content gets pushed out when people comment on your post. Likes are great, reshares are great, but comments are most important. And when you do create social media accounts, I personally don't like to have all of my personal business online. I really don't. You'll get some stuff, like maybe there's 3 things about me that I want to share consistently that I will allow people in to follow me about, that doesn't stray too far away from what I'm actually providing in my business. So let's just say I'm into fitness, or I'm into reading, or I'm into financial literacy, or maybe even basketball, something completely random, but I somehow tie it into my day and how basketball brings me joy, which allows me to show up to work every day and keeps me in shape and gets my mind, body, and soul ready to help others and provide value and serve others and have a good attitude, because I'm helping someone buy and or sell their home, which is one of the biggest purchases of our lives. And I have to respect the process. But if I don't work out, if I don't play basketball or engage in anything that brings me joy, I'm a mess and the business falls apart. That is a vlog in itself. Hello, I just made it in my vlog. That's actually my real life. I love basketball. I love social media. I love working out. Now I do. I did not in the past. But you get the idea. You just want to start building a community. Focus on one area of expertise, or not even an area of expertise, but one area like real estate. And then you could start branching out and having different pillars under the umbrella of real estate. So for me, it's business, real estate mindset. And then under that, it's transaction coordination for, marketing, money management, mindset. It's up to you, but we can go over that one-on-one, or just stick around and watch how I do it here, because I really do feel like social media is very important. And like I mentioned earlier, LinkedIn is where I got one of the biggest opportunities of my life to become self-employed, and I have not turned back since. But that was because my profile was up to date. Always have your contact information in your bio that you want to share publicly, like your email, phone number. You can always get a Google number, which is free, to replace your actual phone number. Have a separate work email, have a separate social media business account. If you do decide to make your personal account your business account, stop posting everything about your personal life there, like drama or even family members' faces and events you're attending, because you do want to, I don't know, maybe I'm just speaking from experience, but personally, I like to have boundaries on certain things that I do share publicly, and then just create a whole new separate family account, family and friends account from scratch, if you do decide to use the accounts that you already have. But social media is a powerful tool, and when used correctly, which I'm learning in real time, it can really make an impact and change your life for the good. Now, is there a dark side to social media? Absolutely. And can it all disappear at the flick of a button? Absolutely, which is why I suggest you go watch my video on email marketing and email list, because those are more powerful than someone's social media handle, because we don't own the social media platforms. We don't own those things. That's why it's important to have a website, to have an email, to have your own phone number, because that separates you from the companies that can just come and go as they please. But it is important to have some sort of social media presence if that's how you choose to market yourself. And honestly, you do not have to have tens and thousands of followers. Just keep in mind that for every group of people that follow you, only about 10% are going to engage by leaving comments, liking, sharing, or purchasing stuff from you. Some are just in the background silent. Others, your content probably doesn't even show up on their feed. So as long as you're building your community from a standpoint of this is my target audience, this is my target customer, and consistently provide them value, you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about having hundreds and thousands of followers. You will get there if that is your goal. You will. But also just know that if you have 100 followers and 10 of them paid $100 for your monthly services, that's a good chunk of change in your pocket, right? So there's different ways to have a different mindset when it comes to social media, but pick a platform, keep your profile updated, post consistently, talk to your community, don't just talk to yourself, provide value, engage, and just see what happens. And make sure you check in with yourself as well. Don't just keep posting and then you look back and you've had no progress for a whole year. Have quarterly, monthly, weekly check-ins with yourself to see what's working, what's not working. Do I need help? Do I need to hire someone? Do I need to fire anyone? And go from there. But that is my conversation about social media. Follow me on all platforms, but more importantly, subscribe here. This is where I'm the most active, here on YouTube. I love YouTube. If you want to talk about YouTube, I will do a whole series on why you need to have a YouTube channel in 2020, 25 and beyond, okay? But that's a whole separate conversation for a different day. Until then, that's all I got. And let me know your social media handles in the comments. Yes, let's do that. Let's share and follow each other, uplift and encourage each other. And until the next video, care for yourself, care for your wealth. Your time is worth it. Let's coordinate. Talk soon. Oh, and before you go, don't forget, more free game here. Watch one of these videos, and if you haven't already, double tap my smiley face in this yellow hoodie so you can subscribe. See ya.